Yo, what's up guys, it's the Goblin. Today what I have for you guys is a double MOAB playing some 6v6 domination on the map Seatown. This is a fairly impressive gameplay in my opinion since it's a double MOAB using the shotgun, the Usas-12 with the extended mags and damage. Obviously extended mags and damage is the best setup for any shotgun in regular core domination or any core game modes. I'll go over what to use on shotguns and what to use in hardcore and more hardcore tips in a different video. I also got a pistol MOAB and a double Spaz 12 MOAB in hardcore, but this gameplay is definitely pretty impressive and you guys can check out my specials perks down in the right corner if you're interested. I definitely recommend, aiming down sights with a shotgun. It's something that is a very controversial topic, so to say, if there is one in Call of Duty. I find that aiming down sights with the shotguns, for me, I just feel like my shot is more on. I'm going to hit those shots more often. I find with the hip fire, sometimes you'll shoot like 2 inches to the side of them, and I say this every shotgun video, but, some people in the comments always say, it's better to hip fire because the bullet spread may be bigger, and that may be true, but in my opinion, I just prefer to aim down sights when I can. I also hip fire sometimes, so you guys let me know in the comment section, do you prefer to hip fire or do you prefer to aim down sights? Because with certain guns, I will hip fire. Definitely with the AA-12, that is a hip firing weapon, and the striker as well. Those two are ones that I would like to hip fire with, but all the other shotguns, the USAS is kind of in between, and the model and the KSG and the Spaz, the pump action ones, those are the ones where you want to aim down sight and take your time for the shots. I also use the MP9 secondary. Obviously you want to have a good long range secondary since your primary, if it's a shotgun, cannot shoot that good at long ranges. I did not get too many kills with the MP9. This first streak I get a couple, and the second one I'm pretty much all up in their spawn. So you guys know the drill with the gameplay: Seatown, C domination, and you guys know pretty much the spawns left, right, and center. Basically all you have to do in domination is there's 3 spawns, and as long as you guys don't push up that much, it's not going to flip, and that's how domination works. It's a new feature to MW3, which is the one man allowed in the spawn system, which is freaking awesome in my opinion for a slayer like me, whether you're playing solo or with a team. One man is allowed to go up into the spawn system in domination in 6v6. In ground war you can have more like 2, sometimes 3, all depends on the positioning. Of course I don't have a memorization in my head of when the maps or when the spawns are going to flip on certain maps, certain patterns, all that sort of stuff. But I have a generalization of where teammates cannot push up or the spawns are going to flip, where I'm going to stand at, and that sort of stuff. And that's the thing with Black Ops you could not do that you can in Modern Warfare 3 is you can have one guy in the spawn. In Black Ops, if you would push the spawns, they would just absolutely flip. And that's why you saw lots of these commentators playing different game modes like Demolition, because if you're playing with a full party domination in Black Ops, it's fairly boring because nobody can push the spawns, nobody can get too many kills. And Demolition, it's just like the spawns aren't going to flip at all. And that's something that I used to play a lot of Demolition with in Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops, because the spawns weren't going to flip no matter what you did. You could rush all the way in there and they're going to flip left, right, and maybe a bit up and down, but they're not going to flip all the way across the board. Like domination, the enemies can just flip over to A domination like they do a couple times in this gameplay, but this was during the live stream. So let me go over a bit about my live streams. They're lots of fun. I have my face cam on, and basically I'll be doing the live streams pretty much every day or every 2 days. And how I notify you guys of the live streams is if you guys follow me on Twitter or on my Facebook page. Both those will be down in the description. Definitely go follow me on Twitter and like my Facebook page if you haven't already. You guys can be notified there, and I also upload a video when I'm live streaming and doing a good live stream, so just look for that video in your sub boxes when I'm live streaming. I don't have a schedule of certain times and certain dates that I'll be doing. I might get that soon, but basically the live streams are lots of fun. I get to play with subscribers, I get to own some noobs and have lots of fun, and this one was pretty awesome because the whole point of the live stream was for me to go for a pistol MOAB, and I ended up did get it the pistol MOAB, the USP-45 pistol MOAB, my first game, which kind of ruined the whole point of the live stream. So then I started using shotguns, leveling them up, and getting gold on these shotguns, which was awesome. I only need a couple more shotguns gold. I need the Model 1887 is really close to gold. The Spaz 12 is really close, or I think I got on the model. And then the AA-12 is like a level 10, which I really need to level up as well. And I'll be definitely streaming a lot more with shotguns. Hopefully you guys do enjoy these shotgun gameplays. If you do and want more shotgun gameplays, go ahead and give this video a like rating, and also let me know in the comments, because I do enjoy using shotguns. I just find that using an MP7 or a P90 every lobby just gets pretty dull, and when you're having fun running around with these shotguns, it just terry noobs. I just find that the shotguns make you rush and make you adapt your playstyle a little bit more. When you have an MP7, you don't really have to adapt your playstyle because you'll be able to kill enemies at long ranges, close ranges, hip fire, all across the map. And basically, that's what makes, in my opinion, the MP7 the best gun in the game, as well as the ACR. It all depends on the map. Certain maps, I have in my head a submachine gun map / shotgun map. Certain maps are assault rifle maps. Seatown, definitely a submachine gun / shotgun shotgun map. If you guys see all my gameplays on Seatown, I don't think I've once uploaded one with the with an assault rifle, except for like I got my second ever MOAB on this map, and I was using the M4A1 with the red dot silencer. And yeah, so this map is definitely one that suits to close range engagement. It's definitely one that suits to having a headset. The things you got to watch out for in this map are obviously the death streaks and the panic knives. Death streaks can just destroy you if they have dead man's hand, if they have final stand. And that's something that, you know, in my opinion, needs to be removed from Call of Duty, is the death streaks. And that's the one thing that just absolutely deteriorates ground war for me, is the amount of death streaks compared to 6v6. Obviously in 6v6 there's less players. Lots of people are still going to have dead man's hand or last stand. But the thing with 6v6 is you can handle it. You know, you're going to run into one guy with last stand, you can still take him out. In ground where you're going to run into 2 or 3, and you're just going to be in a huge, you know, you're going to be up in your knickerbockers in enemies, and you're going to have lots of trouble taking those guys out as they'll be rushing you. Anyway, guys, hopefully you guys did enjoy this gameplay. Double MOAB with the Usas-12 definitely deserves a like in my opinion. Let's try and hit 1,500 likes on this video. We didn't get a last video, but I know you guys can do it. Just make sure all you guys go ahead and click that like button. It really does mean a lot, and hopefully you guys are enjoying these videos. And as always, subscribe for a cookie. I'm out. Peace.